Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara Savage. I know it's been a while since I posted a sewing tutorial, guys. I am so sorry. A lot has been going on, guys. I'm going to do a story time in another video, but not for this video. I also got monetized during this period and I'm so excited, guys. It's all because of you guys. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this corset top, and you guys know me, I create beginner friendly sewing tutorials, sustainable fashion pieces, and this one is no different. So let's hop in and get started with this pattern process of this corset top. Now guys, the first thing you're going to do is measure your shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist. So your shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, and your shoulder to waist. Now you're going to use a line to represent all the points. And then next, you're going to measure your shoulder to shoulder measurements divided by 2. Once that is done, you're going to go 1 inch downwards and rule a slant. Now this is just like we're doing a basic bodice pattern, but I'm doing it so that you guys can understand every single aspect of this particular project. So let's just continue with this. Now from the corner, you're going to go outwards and downwards by 3 inches each, so 3 by 3 inches, and you're going to draw a curve. This will serve as our neckline. Now this is also done to make you understand the process better. Next up, from your bust measurement, you're going to go upwards by 2 inches. This will serve as your chest line.
Till you make it A, and if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say and turn them to a game.
Then from your shoulder slants, you're going to draw a straight line down to the chest line, a straight line. Now you're going to find the center of this straight line and then go inwards from that center by 0.5 inch. Now on your chest line, you're going to measure your bust circumference divided by 4, and you're going to connect it from the shoulder slant to the 0.5 inch to that point right there. So it's going to be a curve basically. Now you're going to go to the bust line and you're going to measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Now on the waistline, you're going to go inwards and outwards by 0.5 inch. And then from the bust line, you're going to go downwards by 1 inch. So mark these points. These points are very important, guys. So mark 1 inch below the bust line.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answered.
Now guys, you're going to go to the under bust line, and then from these dart lines, these slanted lines, you're going to go outwards on both sides by 0.5 inch. But if your bust measurement is 43 and above, I would advise you to go out by 0.75, not 0.5. Once that is marked, you're going to draw a straight line down to the waist. So a straight line on those 2 points down to the waist.
It's a grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain.
Then you're going to take your curve ruler and curve it from that point to that 1 inch below the bust line. So can you guys see what I'm doing? Curve it this same way. Now guys, the next stage is, depending on how much cleavage you want, you're going to go up from the chest line by 0.5 inches. If you want less cleavage, you can go upwards by 1 inch, but in my case, I'm going up by 0.5 inch. Right now, we're going to be creating our shoulder dart. Now you're going to go to this slant right here. Now that's why we did this neckline, basically. So you're going to go from where the neckline curves, you're going to measure what you have to the end of the slant. And then you're going to divide it by 2. Now mark that point and draw a slant connecting it to the bust point. So the nipple to nipple measurement on the bust line, you're connecting it down to that place. Now guys, you're going to measure what you have in between the dart points of this under bust side. So in my case, I have 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to go to that line that we measured above our chest line, and I'm going to divide it unequally on the 2 sides of this slanted line. So to get an easier way to calculate it, you can divide what you have by 3. In my case, 1.5 divided by 3 is 0.5. Now that's 1/3 of this measurement. I'm going to measure it towards the center front. You guys get, and the remaining 2 parts, I'm going to put it towards the side. Now guys, in my case, I have 1.5 inches, right? So from the side going to the center, I'm going to make sure I have the smaller part of this measurement towards the center and the larger part towards the side. Again, to avoid any form of gaping so that your cups can stay well, you're going to go outwards from these 2 points again by 0.25 inch. Now, this is just to avoid gaping. I always notice that sometimes the cup is always bigger than normal, so this will help it stay on your body really, really well. So now using a curve, you're going to curve it from that point to the bust line and then the other side as well.
Life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some.
So do you guys see what it looks like? It's already taking form. Again guys, just to make sure our measurements are correct when we're sewing, so you're going to measure what you have along both curves. So the way I'm doing right here, measure it, and then you'll notice one is actually longer than the other.
I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me?
So what you're going to do is find the difference between the two measurements, and then that difference you get, even if it's 0.25 inch, half an inch, just note it down and then mark it above the shorter part. So the curve that you notice is shorter, make sure you add that difference to it so that when you're sewing, you're not going to have any excess or shortage. It's just going to be just right. Now, can you guys see what it looks like when I'm sewing? It's not going to give me any issues. Now I'm going to go to the chest line and I'm going to go inwards by 0.5 inch. Now this is the amount of space I want between my two breasts. So I'm going to use 0.5 inch and I'm just going to use my curve ruler to curve it to that point. So from the top of that curve to this point that I just made, I'm going to curve it right there. Then I'm going to curve it again down to the underbust dart point. So can you guys see what I'm doing? Just do exactly this, curve it to it, and then we're going to work on the other side. Now guys, you need to look at what I'm doing right here. You're going to go to this chest line and measure what you have in between that straight line and the end of the point right there. Mark the center and then go downwards by 0.5 inch. Do you guys get what I'm doing? Just go down by 0.5 inch like that. Now you're going to use your curved ruler to just create a curve. Just create that slant and then you're just going to extend all the lines.
All I need are some better days, cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
Then from the second curve, we're going to create a curve down to that 0.5 inch that we marked downwards. So just like I'm doing right here, that's how you guys should do it as well. And from that point again, you're going to create a curve to the under bust points. So can you guys see how I angled it? You guys should also angle it this way so that your bust can sit well in the cup.
Sure, I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong?
And guys, make sure you label every single thing. Label it. Center front is going to connect to center front too, so you're going to connect it right there. Now you're going to go to your chest line and measure what you have in between those two curves. So this dart point, you're going to measure what you have in between that point, and then you're going to add it to what you have as the bust divided by 4 that we measured earlier. So add it to it, and then you're now going to add 1 inch for your seam allowance. On your waist as well, you're going to measure what you have in between that dart point, and then you're going to measure your waist divided by 4 plus these dart measurements that you marked plus 1 inch again for your seam allowance. So do you guys get waist divided by 4 plus what we have as our dart plus 1 inch seam allowance? Now you're going to connect everything from the chest line down to the waist.
But try to do what you love when it's said and done, cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night.
So guys, carefully cut it the way I'm cutting it. Cut your cups, cut the sides, the center front. You don't need the darts anymore. All you need is this part, and make sure you label it, guys. Label it and know where goes with what.
And I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days, cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
Now we're going to work on the back. So first off, if you want a zipper, you're going to measure 1 inch outwards. This will be for your zipper allowance. And then we're going to take our front pieces and trace what you have at the top, side and bottom.
I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
So just like I've done right here, trace it. Now use your ruler to connect all the points together.
I thought I would never be fine. I strive.
Then to work on our dart, we're going to mark the center of what we have at the top, draw a straight line down to the bottom. Now you're going to go to this other half, divide it by 2 and just draw a straight line right there as well. Now this will be easy for you if you want to make loops. Like me, I'm going to use loops in my case. So when I'm cutting my fabric, I'm not going to cut out this first center back and zip allowance. I'm just going to start cutting from the second center back and the side back. Those are the only things I'm going to cut. The rest, I'm not going to use them because of my lace up back. So all you have to do is cut it out and your pattern is done. I'm done, guys. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sew this pattern together, so it's going to be really easy, guys. You guys are going to enjoy it. Please don't forget to watch my other videos, guys. If you recreate this, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Lara Savage Creations. I'll be ready to showcase your work with all my growing followers and even here on YouTube as well. Thank you for your super thanks and everything. I am so excited, guys. This is just the beginning. I got fully monetized recently, guys. It's all because of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share within and outside your circle, and until my next video, do have yourself a wonderful morning, noon or night wherever you are. It's still your favorite content creator and fashion entrepreneur, Lara Savage, signing out.